All right, so we've got the Scuba Pro Bella here on the mannequin first. This is, like I said earlier, just a basic jacket style BCD. You'll notice right away, it's got this right shoulder dump. It's got plenty of D-rings. The waist clip here, clips right there, and then adjusts by pulling at both sides. You'll notice on this BCD on the sides here, nice big zipper pockets. Got a little pocket right here to stow your octo hose away. I really like the weight pockets on this BCD. It's just a very simple clip system. Slides out pretty easily, easy to ditch if for some reason you need to, and just cinches up by pulling on this strap right here.
One of the things on that side I noticed was the fact that we have a pre-bent D-ring. I think that can be unusual on some of them,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. It's definitely not a standard feature on many BCDs. You see it more on the textile harnesses, but it definitely helps you know, get something clipped there just because that D-ring is already sticking up a little bit. Makes it a little bit easier to access.
And we've got one down
One
here
more
too?
on the bottom as well. You also have a small little D-ring right here for whatever you need it for.
Would that be like where you could attach your octo?
Yeah,
Here
if
or
you
here?
didn't want to use this octo pocket, you could clip something right there. You know, maybe if you had a backup light that you just wanted to clip off real quick, or maybe, you know, a camera on a lanyard or something like that could be attached to that D-ring as well.
Why is this shoulder strap bent?
You know, this is actually something that you'll see on quite a few ladies' BCDs. And that's actually really important to the fit of the BCD overall. Having a curved shoulder strap right here just naturally allows the BCD to lay a little bit flatter on your chest versus those unisex or men's BCDs just have a very straight shoulder strap, and on sometimes, you know, on curvier women, those straps might tend to bow out a little bit. The chest strap on this BCD too also sits right where the shoulder strap curves, and that kind of naturally puts that chest strap in a more comfortable spot for us ladies here.
Yeah. And you were mentioning something to me before about some of them have curves here, some of them are a little deeper cut here. What is it? This one have that?
So the cut on a lot of ladies' BCDs is going to be just naturally a little bit curvier than those unisex BCDs. So like Bob was just saying, on the bottom here you might notice just a little bit, this BCD is cut up to fit ladies a little bit better over the top of our hips. And under your shoulder, your armpit here as well, this BCD is kind of angled down. A really common thing I see with ladies trying to fit into unisex BCDs that just don't fit is, like I said earlier, those pockets are all the way up under your shoulders, and that's just, it's really uncomfortable, and it's going to rub you raw in some pretty delicate areas if you've been in the water for a long time in a BCD like that.
And on the jacket styles, the pockets seem to be a little bit bigger than I noticed on the other ones, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, with the jacket style BCD, having this nice big zipper pocket is always going to give you the most storage out of almost any type of BCD you would put on, regardless of the brand.
Anything unique we need to look at over here?
On this side, I like that Scuba Pro gives you a nice long inflator hose. It makes it really easy to get this up over your head. Not necessarily a feature specific to ladies' BCDs, but still something nice for any diver. You do have 2 grommet holes right here because ladies know how to use knives as well. And, you know, we might enjoy having a dive knife while we're underwater, a nice cutting device for just in case.
I noticed the Scuba Pro on the back here. There's a little lever on here. What is that for?
This is another little quick release. So just like your right shoulder dump here, if you or maybe your instructor were to push on this lever, that rapidly releases air out of the shoulder dump right here.
Cool. And I noticed it's, we've got a valve strap back here.
Traditional memory strap, 2 trim pockets. Something Scuba Pro does on all of their BCDs that I really like is they have a metal tank strap, and this one is actually a quick fit one. So it makes it a little bit easier to switch your tanks on the boat. You don't have to shimmy that BCD all the way up over the tank. You can just undo the strap, pull it right off, quickly set it up on your second tank.
And down here we've got,
of course,
you know, some people call it a butt dump or a lower dump. It's an exhaust valve so that when you're head down, butt up, the air goes
you've
toward the
got
bottom,
an alternate
and you can
release.
release without having to go back in an upright position. And of course, it's got nice quick disconnects on the shoulders, that sort of thing.
One thing I do want to point out that I like about this BCD on the back as well is Scuba Pro gives you a really nice neck cushion. Me personally, that's an area that tends to be rubbed a little bit raw while I'm diving, and so just, you know, overall, that'll make the BCD very comfortable to wear for an extended period of time.
Especially if you're diving in warmer water and you don't have
Right,
a
thick
high-collared
wetsuit on.
or something on. Good, good. And that comes into play very well because what it does is it helps position your BCD and your tank with your tank attached to it with the first stage on it in relationship to your head.
Right.
So you're not constantly having to adjust that, so it becomes your memory. Pretty nice, huh? Yeah. How about over here, Ash?
All right, so on your left shoulder here, slightly shorter inflator hose than what we saw on the other two BCDs. Again, this is kind of designed for a more minimalist diver. You do have, again, fantastic grommets to attach your knife right here. Really down here, you don't have another drop-down zipper pocket, but you do have a nice bent metal D-ring here to clip off any accessory or maybe your console.
In the description at the bottom, we're going to go ahead and list links for all three of these BCDs and maybe a couple of those other ones, ladies, that we mentioned also. You could just click on that and it'll take you straight over to the, if you really enjoy, please subscribe also to the channel so you constantly are getting updated videos and such. We really appreciate you being here, and as we always say around here, dive safe.
Thanks, guys.